Welcome back to another episode of Vintage Game Finder. I'm your host, Lee's Mazda 07, of course. We are back with another beautiful week. Used to be weekend, now it's week of pickups. And my Mondays have changed. They become a lot better, that's for sure. And that is in large part reason to the Facebook groups that I belong to. First of all, they're fun to it's a fun place to meet people from different walks of life, different parts of the country, and in some cases different parts of the world, where they suffer from the same affliction that I do, which is retro video games. It's pretty much an obsession at this point. I would say it is. I mean, it's not like crackhead obsession, you know what I'm saying? But it's a fun hobby. There's great people in it. I mean, you know, wherever you go, you're gonna have your bad apples or assholes in some cases. But for the most part, the experience has been pretty positive for me. Met a lot of cool people along the way, and nothing but good times so far. As you saw, we went to the mailbox to start the video, and I'd like to show you what I got in the mailbox today. So let's go ahead and dig into that. The first package is from my friend Mike, again, from Clovis, California. Mike, if you're watching, what's up? Appreciate it, man. Thank you. And he sent me a copy of Subterranea for the Sega Genesis. It is not complete, but that's okay. It doesn't matter much to me. As long as the label is good on the cart, I'm pretty happy. So it came with the carts and the original cover, which I always thought looked pretty awesome. Don't know if you see it from that angle, but it's a game that I unfortunately did not have the chance to play when it did come out, but I have an opportunity to do now, which I'm pretty happy about. So I mean, I get a lot of mixed opinions of the game. Some people loved it, some people hated it, but I'll leave that up to myself to decide. I'm eventually gonna pop this in and give it a go and see what's up. So Mike, again, thank you, my friend. Let's go ahead and put that there. Put that there. Next, we're gonna stay in California. Excuse me. And this is from my good friend Mark from Fresno, California. He sent me this. I've been looking for this for a long time, and a lot of people in the hobby told me, oh, you could have got this freaking on eBay for $20 or whatever. I mean, but to me, there's not a lot of fun in doing that, you know what I'm saying? I could easily go on eBay, I could easily go on Amazon and get what I want and pay what it's worth, but where's the fun in that? To me, the most important thing is the thrill of the hunt. Going out to those yard sales, estate sales, storage lot unit sales. I mean, going to those places and sifting through history, pretty much. That's basically what you're doing, and finding games, you know, that have been neglected for so long, and you pick it up and you give it a good home, and that to me is everything. So. With that being said, he went ahead and hooked me up with a copy of Luigi's Mansion on a trade. I'm very, very happy to have this. I have been playing it, but sadly I am stuck at a part, which means I have to look up how to not be stuck on it. So that's going to take me a while, but I mean, this game for all intents and purposes is a blast to play. If you have not played it, if you're one of the few like myself that did not play it when it was released, you gotta play it. It's really fun, and it's another great game from Nintendo, as always. So, oh, by the way, it came with the health and safety precautions booklet, but not the manual. But I know eventually I can pick that up loose somewhere. So, Mark, Fresno, California, thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. All right, last package I have. Is from a new friend I met in those Facebook groups. Don't want to say the name of the group exactly because I don't have permission to, of course, but His name is Matthew, and he's from Redsville, Pennsylvania. It's kind of cool because I got family in that area. I think Albrightsville or something like that. But first time trading. Whenever you do a trade online, it's kind of nerve-wracking because you don't know if the guy's gonna send you the package or if he's gonna send you the package at all. I mean, most of the time there are ways they could counterfeit packaging receipts or tracking numbers or any of that. And eventually I want to go ahead and put out some kind of video or tutorial on that on VGF, the VGF Tech channel. Eventually, I'm still in the works, so that I need to go ahead and put more videos on that side of the VGF spectrum. But we'll dive into that eventually. But for the most part, it's been positive for me. Like I said before, I've had very little or no negative experiences trading on social media. So let's go ahead and open the box up. I'm talking too much. Sorry about that. I went ahead. I need to bolster my Sega Master System collection. One of the few systems from my childhood that miraculously I still have. I remember picking it up when I was about 7-8 years old, and I loved playing it, and I've been looking for this game for such a long time. In the wild, like I told you before, I don't like buying it online. I just like trying to find it, and I had such a difficult time finding Sega Master System games in my area, let alone Master Systems. But I managed to pick up a couple games, and I'm very happy about that. So, Matthew, sorry, I forgot. Matthew, thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. First game is Afterburner for the Sega Master System. And that comes with the manual, as well as the game with a pretty nice label on it, except for this little slight lifting there from the adhesive. But that's, like I said, I don't really make a huge deal about it. I mean, as long as the game looks somewhat decent and somewhat presentable, I'm satisfied. So, Afterburner, great arcade game. For you guys that grew up in the 80s, you know what I'm talking about. The cabinet that actually moved away when you were flying the F-16 or whatever. The Genesis version, I don't recall playing, but this version I do recall playing because, like I said, I had it as a kid. So, and the other game that I do remember having, in my eyes, was just, it wasn't the first video game I played, but it was an iconic game for me, for the simple fact that me and my little cousin, we played that game to death, and we loved it every time. It felt like a new experience every time we played it. You know, certain times we would play the way it was meant to be played. You know what I'm saying? 2-player co-op, working together to beat up the enemies. There were other times where we would just beat up each other and find new and inventive ways to kill each other on certain levels, and it was just a fun game all around. And that game is Double Dragon for the Sega Master System. I had the NES copy as well at the time, and I always preferred this one because of the 2-player option, of course. So happy to have that. 2 Sega Master System staples are added to my collection, and it's a great feeling to say the least. So Matthew, thank you very much, my friend, and hopefully in the future we can do more trades. Okay, now this is the stuff I picked up in my area during the week. We'll go ahead and go through that. I managed to get let me see, what did I get here? Oh, I got these from Retro Jeff again. Like I said before, I gotta get them on a couple of new episodes coming up. But we're having a bit of a scheduling conflict, so sooner or later he'll be on. So we'll be patient about it. See if we can get him on camera. He managed to find Daytona USA for the Sega Dreamcast. Not complete, of course. On the disc, It looks like it needs to be resurfaced, but it's not damaged to the point where it's not playable. So I have a copy of this on the Saturn, of course. It's not the Championship Edition. It was the standard one that came out with the initial year of the release. But this one I never got to play in the Dreamcast, and I heard a lot of good things about it, so I'm happy to have it. Next, we have Sonic Adventure 2 Battle for the Nintendo GameCube. From the back of it, I couldn't really tell you what the hell was going on. All I know is Sonic. I like Sonic. I know some of his games are complete garbage, and I'm hoping this title is not one of those. So, did not come with the manual, just the disc. Alright, let's see. Next, we have, this to me was a classic too, when I had my PS2 when I first bought it. I just love Namco. It's not a Capcom type of love, but I love Namco because they, more often than not, put out really quality titles, and this is one of them. Ace Combat 4, Shattered Skies. Love the storyline, love the plot twist, love the cinematics. It's just an all-around great game, and if you never played this game before, you gotta play it at least this one or the third installment. It's really a great game. All right, next we are going to, well, we're staying on GameCube, and I picked this up at a yard sale for about $2. It's Avatar: The Last Bender, the Nintendo GameCube, and that is complete. Don't know too much about the show. I remember the movie, and a lot of people said it sucked, but I guess I wasn't that attached to the movie or the series or whatever, so I just thought it was a decent movie. But this is just a filler title for my GameCube collection, which is growing by leaps and bounds. I'm very happy that I actually like the GameCube. For some reason, I thought I wouldn't gravitate towards it, but I ended up liking it. So next, we have some Game Boy Advance games that I picked up in a lot. Some of these are generic, and some of them are games that don't have great value money-wise, but they have value to me as far as me wanting to play the game. So one of those that's not very valued to me is the card-based games, which is this one, Yu-Gi-Oh! The Eternal Duelist Soul. I just picked it up because it's a Konami game. I'll give it a shot like I do everything else. If I like it, I keep it. If not, I'll pass it on. This one is for my kids. Seriously. Not playing. And it's Bratz, the movie. They love Bratz. Oops. They love Bratz. They love SpongeBob. Anything Frou and Frilly and Fairy and Barbie or whatever the hell they're into. So I try to make them happy. Next one, this one's for me. I'm actually happy that I came across it. It's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from Ubisoft. I think this is from the animated movie. I think it was from 2007. Got to play a couple minutes with it before I took it apart and cleaned it, and I enjoyed it. It wasn't too bad. Next one is from Activision, and that's Spider-Man 2. I'm hoping it's a decent game, but the movie-based games are really... they're really hit or miss. I mean, they're either completely good or absolute garbage. So I'm hoping for the former with that one. Next, I'm very happy to have a Crash Bandicoot game for Game Boy Advance. This is a Crash Bandicoot. Let's see, Purple Ripto's Rampage. That's really small print. And that's obviously for the Game Boy Advance. And next, don't want to say this is a faceless game, but I can make out that it is a Dragon Ball Z game, and it's from Atari. What I can make out is what it is. You know, what is it exactly? Is it the RPG, or is it the fighting game? Don't know, but I'll pop it in and try it out, and I'll figure that out eventually. Next, I picked this up at a house. The guy was having a sale inside his house. I don't want to say a estate sale, but the funny thing with my area is you can only have 2 garage sales per year in the town. For some reason, they don't want you to make more than 2 yard sales per year. So some people put up ads on the social media to come to the house, and they sell stuff in the house, which I think is kind of dangerous, but at the same time, you got to make some side money somehow. So in that case, I went over there and I took a look and asked him if he had any video games, and this is what he had. He had SpongeBob SquarePants, the movie for the Nintendo GameCube. To the people that haven't played these THQ SpongeBob games, you gotta do yourself a favor and try them out, because in most cases they're pretty fun. They're pretty linear. They're one of those games you can just pick up and play for a couple hours. You don't have to commit yourself. All you have to do is just have fun, and that's basically what these games are about. So I'm happy to have that and just have it as a part of the collection, pretty much. And this one I was very happy to find. You guys know I love Capcom. You guys know I love Street Fighter. So I'm very happy when I found this. Street Fighter EX Plus Alpha, I think it is. I remember this being the polygon-based fighting game. Was not well received that well in the States. I don't know about overseas, but a lot of people did not lean towards it. They preferred it to the perspective, of course. But I gave it a chance, just like everything else. I said if Capcom makes a bad game, it's very rare that they do. So I think for the most part, people just couldn't get used to seeing the characters they loved growing up and loved playing with when they were growing up in the arcades as polygons. So I'm happy to have it. And the last 2 games I picked up again on social media. And I managed to pick them up for $1 a piece, and I don't think that was too bad at all. I picked up Max Payne, which was on Xbox. It's the Platinum hit. Unfortunately, it's just a disc, missing the manual. But I have an Xbox, as you can see right here. It doesn't work at all, so I'm working on getting it fixed. Also, a friend said he would offer one of his spare Xboxes up, which is awesome. Hopefully I could get that before Christmas, so I could try it out. I've played maybe Xbox a handful of times, the original and the 360, and I just I didn't like it too much, to be honest with you. But I'll give it a chance again, and hopefully I'll latch onto it. There aren't a lot of games on the Xbox that I wanted so badly. I know I wanted to play Shenmue, that's for sure. I wanted to play Panzer Dragoon, that's for sure. But other than that, I mean, there weren't too many other titles that I was lusting over, pretty much. And the last game I picked up was Completed Box. Like I said before, I got it for $1. That is Destroy All Humans 2 for the PS2, and that managed to be Completed Box. This game got good reviews. I do remember that. I just didn't want to buy it at the time. I didn't think it was worth the $60, but I managed to pick it up for $1. I think it's worth it. Definitely. I'll go ahead and give it a shot. If not, I'll pass it along. The trade pile is ever growing, and that's not because I'm trying to flip or anything like that. There's certain things I know that I'm not gonna give that game the love it deserves, or I'm not gonna give that extra controller the love it deserves as well. So why not pass it on to somebody else in the hopes that they have something that I have been looking for, just like what we started the video with, and we can make that trade. This way I get something I want, they get something that they want, everybody's happy. And that's it, pretty much. It's been a successful week. Very, very enthusiastic about what next week will bring, obviously. Stay tuned for that. And if you haven't already, like, comment, rate, subscribe, all that good shit. I will be here. I will continue to hunt because the thrill of the hunt is everything. Remember that. Take care, God bless, and happy hunting.